the rudder! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for this day.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Gundam Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the Mobile Suit Gundam series, such as the multiple timelines, mobile suits, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, pilots, to another episode of the Gundam Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Jesse.
How's it going, everybody?
And today, we are bringing you space Nazis. I mean, the Principality of Zeon.
They absolutely are.
Let's be honest, they're space Nazis.
To be fair, their suits kind of like have that low-key resemblance to them.
They do. They do. Anyway, the Principality of Zeon were also referred to as the Duchy of Zeon and Zeon Dukedom, which is a nation featured in Mobile Suit Gundam. So this obviously is the original Gundam, because you have the Federation and Zeon as the two main factions. It was in control of the colonies of Side 3 and fought against the Earth Federation during the 1-year war. So, yeah, we get to talk about bad guys.
We're not dodging the Fetty simp.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. No, we're not, but I'm sorry. Like, these are, like, Zeon straight up evil.
Especially early on.
Early Zeon, straight up evil, not good people. No. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So, getting into Zeon's history, so obviously we have the rise of the Principality. So, when Zeon Zum Daikun, Zeon Zum Daikun, the leader of the Republic, became gravely ill in UC 0068. He's mentioned only in name on his deathbed. Dwaigun Zabi, the people of Side 3, took his mean that Daikun was naming Daigwin to succeed him as the leader of the Republic in that year. After being appointed as the leader of the Republic of Zeon, Daigwin Zabi adopted the title of Sodo, meaning Lord, and was referred to from then on as Daigwin Sodo Zabi. Not gonna lie, he's not necessarily evil. Like, this is the old guy.
Yeah.
Because eventually
it just keeps going downhill.
He's not essentially, like, trying to start things. It's his kids. Don't they eventually kill him, if I recall?
To be fair, trying isn't the word for it. They do start things.
Well, yeah. They do. But don't they kill Sato? Or
I believe so. I'm sure if they do, I'm sure it will get into this part.
Right, I can't remember. So seizing control of the government, Daigwin maintained the only way for the colonies to be independent of the Earth Federation was for the Principality to fight, though in reality, Side 3 was already independent of Earth at the time. In this end, Daigwin appointed his children into military and political offices and pushed for rapid development of military technology. Yeah, they're already independent. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
So Giran Zabi, the eldest of the Zabi children, remained at his father's side as the aide, achieving admiral rank, and eventually became the supreme commander of the Zeon armed forces in place of his father. Dozo Zabi, the second eldest son of the Zabi family, became vice admiral and the commander of the Space Attack Force, responsible for overseeing fleet movements within the Principality and securing territory. Corellia Zabi, the rear admiral, shared command of the Zeon Space Attack Force with her brother Dozel, which led to conflicts between the two as she operated from the lunar city of Granda. Garmin Zabi, the youngest of the Zabi family, was placed in command of the Zeon Earth Attack Force. So they all going straight up military.
She's...
I hate her so much. I hate her so much. So, with the backing of the Principality of Zeon's new leadership, technological breakthroughs were made in many fields of research. One of the largest developments was that of mobile suit technology, which initially intended for colony construction found military applications. So, there you go. Like, mobile suits came from Zeon, which is sad to say, but came from Zeon. Research by... Oh, God.
To be fair, that kind of mirrors real-life things. Nukes came from Germany. Or the scientist for nukes came from Germany.
That's true. That's true. Oh, wow. Now that you say that, oh my God, this is straight up Axis and Allies. This is straight up World War II. So research by Dr. Minovsky led to the discovery of the Minovsky particle and the Minovsky particle effect, which allowed for the development of further technology such as the Minovsky craft system. Supported by Corellia Zabi, research into the growing phenomenon led to the classification and discovery of new types, and with it, support in the development of new type-based military units. Because that's always good.
Yeah.
Negotiations with the Earth Federation finally broke down in UC 0079, leading to the Principality of Zeon's redeclaring its independence from Earth Federation and at the same time declaring war on the Federation. Yeah.
That's all right.
So now we get into the problem of the 1 year war. Now, yes, it does only last 1 year. If you haven't watched the original series, how they start it is it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's bad. So, one of the first groups of colonies to be drawn in the conflict were the colonies located at Side 1, also called Zarn, which served as the capital of the Earth Federation in space. The group of colonies Side 2, known as Hati, and the Side 4, known as Moor, were drawn into the conflict as well. One of the devastated colonies from either Side 2 or Side 4 being used for Operation British, which was used a colony as a weapon by sending it on a collision course with Earth.
Yeah.
Genocide.
Not ideal.
Operation British met with moderate success for them for a short time, as an explosion caused the colony to alter its trajectory. Instead of impacting the Federation's Earth-based capital, it was instead landed in Sydney, Australia, destroying 16% of the continent. Damn. While attempting to gain another colony to drop onto Earth, the Earth Federation Space Forces intercepted the Zeon Space Attack Force at Side 5, also known as Loom, resulting in the Battle of Loom. The resulting battle employed both nuclear and biological weapons, destroying Side 5 as both forces attempt to bring a quick end to the war. So not only do they use a colony, but essentially as a nuke and killing millions, they also used nuclear and biological weapons, which, by the way, are against the Geneva Convention. Just to give you a heads up.
Yeah.
Those are war crimes. Yeah, not good.
They just keep doing all the bad. All of it.
You think if you can think it, they have done it. The massive loss of life at Loom resulted in a truce being called between the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon for representatives of both governments and other colonies to meet and discuss the terms of Federation surrender, as they have been vastly demoralized. Giran threatened to drop Lunar 2 on Jaburo next. However, General Revel, rescued from Zeon captivity, arrives in time to reveal Giran's bluff, leading the Federation to changing this tide and setting the terms of the war. Yeah.
Of course.
Oh. This is a whole thing. So the meeting led to the signing of the Antarctic Treaty, which prohibited nuclear and biological weapons by both the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon. The treaty also outlined that colonies could not be used as weapons in the conflict, the treatment of prisoners of war, and other colonies' neutrality that wished to remain out of the war became a haven for refugees. Yep.
Fantastic.
So, don't drop colonies on the planet that we're trying to keep alive. Bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's bad. So, with the signing of the Antarctic Treaty, the war between the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon entered a new phase. Knowing that they could not continue the war without resources, Zeon organized an assault force to invade Earth to secure resources for the war effort. Garmin Zabi, the youngest child of Daigwin Zabi, was named commander of the Zeon Earth Attack Force and descended to Earth with mobile suits. Yep. Yeah, we're not going to do anything, but let's attack Earth after we just had a treaty signed. Great. So the Earth's invasion proceeded quickly due to the Earth Federation forces being ill-equipped to deal with the new threat of Zeon mobile suits. The Principality captured a large number of territories and set up mining operations and bases to transport materials back to the homeland. As a result, the Zeon Earth Attack Force's base of operations was the captured California base of the Earth Federation. Yeah. However, the Federation was able to develop new tactics of dealing with mobile suits, which is the aid of the Antarctic Treaty, and the return of General Revel led to a stalemate in the war. To both sides worked to replenish their resources. The Earth Federation gained a new morale boost due to Revel's speech, "Zeon is exhausted." However, even with the war at a stalemate, a Zeon victory seemed inevitable due to the high-quality mobile suits produced for both land and space forces.
Which kind of makes sense when you're fighting mobile suits against
tanks,
pretty much conventional war weapons. So
tanks and jets, that's all they had. They didn't have anything else. Until the discovery of Project V, which marked a turning point for the Zeon's war against the Federation. Until the discovery of the Federation projects, the corporations within the Principality of Zeon led the way in technology and production of mobile suits. If you don't know what Project V is, you definitely will. Curious and alarmed by the development of a series of Federation mobile suits, as well as new ship to carry them, operations were carried out to investigate the ship codenamed the Trojan Horse. The pursuit of the mobile suits and the ship eventually contributed to the death of Garmin Zabi, as well as an experienced and valuable pilots such as Rabble Rao and the Black Tri-Stars, meaning the Gundam, gun cannon, and the gun tank. And eventually the G-Fortress. G-Fortress? Is that right? Or something similar to that? Something
along that.
It's a giant jet that can connect to the Gundam. So the death of Garmin Zabi on October 4th, UC 0079, marked yet another turning point in the war, as it led a shakeup in the political power of the Principality of Zeon. Grief-stricken by his youngest son's death, Douigan Zabi started to strongly consider moving towards a peaceful end of the war with the Federation. Daigwin fell out of power and was now little more than a figurehead, as his eldest son, Grelin, took command of not only the military but the Principality itself. Inspired by the speech given by Gyron Zabi and his brother's funeral, the Zeon military forces fought harder to obtain victory and independence. Even though they were independent from the start.
Yeah, they were independent and they were fine, and then they started a war for no reason. And then,
Yeah.
started a war of independence when they were already independent.
Yeah. Makes no sense. And then committed multiple war crimes.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
so
what's a
however
good anime without some war crime?
Fair point. So, however, their morale boost did not last long, as the Earth Federation started to deploy its mobile suits on Earth and in space, and to carry out successful operations against the Zeon forces on Earth due to its lacking adequate command structure with the absence of Garmin Zabi. The victory of the Earth Federation's Operation Odessa on November 9th, UC-0079, started a collapse in the Zeon Earth Attack Force's support infrastructure. Which, yes, it did.
Yeah.
And then an attack is carried out on the Earth Federation headquarters of Jaburo on November 30th, UC-0079, to regain Zeon's momentum. The attack, led by Captain Char Anzabal, succeeds in breaching the Federation headquarters. However, due to the lack of supplies and resources at its disposal, the operation fails and eventually results in a mass evacuation by Zeon forces from Earth. Oh, no.
Char almost single-handedly won this war for them.
Oh, absolutely.
He was so good at what he did.
Yes. Oh, absolutely he did.
Despite he not actually caring about
the
Zeon
actual
as
war.
a whole.
Yeah.
Or the war itself, yeah.
No, he had one singular motivation for being where he was at. And that's not to do anything with Zeon.
No.
Honestly, it was to destroy Zeon, to be honest.
It was to destroy the zombies.
Yeah, which were Zeon at the time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, let's take a quick mid-break. Thank our listeners, and we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
This episode is brought to you by FXX and Hulu. An all-new season of Futurama is back, blending heartfelt moments with razor-sharp humor while accidentally saving the day. The Planet Express crew is back, defying gravity and common sense. From the creator of The Simpsons comes 10 new episodes where the romance is hotter, the threats are bigger, and the action hits harder. Don't miss the all-new season of Futurama. Watch it Mondays on FXX or stream it on Hulu.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We're talking about everything about what the podcast has nothing to do with the lore of Gundam. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing listeners. Thank you all so much for listening and supporting us. And if you want to support us, you can go to, there's a few different options. You can go to patreon.com/GundamLoreCast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can also go to Apple and Spotify, leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words. We'll read it out loud next time on the show, which we do have some Spotify comments. We have from our Celestial Being episode from the Great Sage 007. That's a great name, by the way.
Fantastic name.
This podcast is awesome as a teen with a hyperfixation on Gundam. Yeah, why do you think we do this?
You know what? We appreciate you.
That's why we also do this podcast, because we have hyperfixation on Gundam.
Yeah.
We have one from Mobile Suit Gundam, from Gameth. I swear I only remember Norris Packard fighting the EZ-8, which I don't remember what that comment was from, but it was so long ago. That was like a year ago, right?
Yeah, something like that. The EZ-8 would be from 8th, right? 8th
yeah, it was 8th Mobile Team, which they had Goofs in there.
Yeah, they did.
So I don't remember.
Very easily that could have happened.
Yes. And then from Faction Celestial Being, from James T, saying, give us more of the animated Crossbones, and please give us a Tequila Gundam Gunpla kit to us.
Yes! Let's go!
I knew
My
you were
guy,
gonna get a kick out of that.
or my girl. I didn't fully hear the name. I won't
James.
lie.
So
But
it's yeah.
probably my guy then. That's fine.
Whatever. You're his favorite person.
Doesn't care. My dude.
And you can also find us in a few different Discord servers: the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So check that stuff out. All great stuff. All great fun. Getting a bunch of stuff there. And then as far as Gundam news goes, there is a few things. Apparently there's going to be a future robot exhibition in Osaka Kansai Expo, which is apparently today as we're recording on the 16th. There's going to be a robot with a Haro on board. So they're going. It's essentially it's a Robox Expo, showcasing a bunch of like new robotic stuff, and they have a Haro. Enough said. We can have Haros now.
Yeah.
Just think of that. We also have the Gundam is now has an official TikTok account. So go check out Gundam official on TikTok, which is which is interesting. And then what's this? Gundam expands into New York. Oh, this is for New York Comic Con, which is in October for anybody. There's going to be a big thing Comic Con this year for Gundam. So they are featuring. There's two of them actually. There's they're doing Iron-Blooded Orphans. The director will be there, and the voice of Mitsuzuki. And they're also going to have Hathaway with the English voice of Hathaway and the executive producer from Bandai Namco for the film as well. That's cool. Oh, and what else is there? There's also so yeah, panels for that. And then, extending beyond the convention center, Gundam Film Festival will also be held at Japan Society, October 11th through the 12th. That's cool. So we're gonna have. Looks like there's gonna be English Waltz remastered, 4K remastered edition. There's gonna be a talk show featuring Mark. Hildreth, who's the voice of Hero. By the way, he uses a normal voice, by the way. He doesn't do anything special. He just uses his normal voice. And I was like, oh my god. They also will have another talk show with Hathaway with the voice of Kenneth Slegg. Which I need to watch Hathaway still. And the voice of Gigi Arducia. Oh, and they get freaking what? They get gifts too, man. So they get that Gundam headband that we got from the Gundam Base event that we did. They get a shopper bag, which we also had a shopper bag, but it was a different design. Yeah. They have the trial kit for the RX-78, which we could have done at the Gunpla event, but we didn't.
Yeah, that would have been.
It was an entry grade, so you could have. I built the Gundam Base one on my bed, and it took me like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It's super easy.
It's pretty much the same thing, just another color.
What I'm mad about is they get freaking Gundam card game cards.
Yeah, that's mean.
I still can't find Booster Pack 1. But hey, we have a new deck coming out. It's based on Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Yeah, that's sick.
And that's gonna be cool. Other than that, there wasn't really any other news. I mean, they did a Gundam Base Limited Unicorn Destroy mode in both gold and silver coatings in Japan, which was cool.
Very jealous of that one.
And then apparently there is going to be a Hatsumiku Lost in the 50th Anniversary special live to be held on January 17th and 18th, featuring songs such as Gundam 45th Anniversary Collaboration song Idol Warrior, which is also pretty cool, but that's also in Japan. So,
yeah,
fun things that we don't have.
Convenience stores are really nice.
Oh, there you go. But with that being said, let's get back into more Zeon.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think Golder, because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Tonight, turn down the noise of the day and focus on the rest with AGZ, the nightly drink for winding down and resting up. New from AG1. AGZ supports your body's natural sleep cycle with clinically studied key herbs, adaptogens, and minerals in amounts supported by research. And no melatonin, helping you wake feeling rested. Wind down, rest up with AGZ. Learn more at drinkagz.com.
Now, we finally get to the fall of Zeon. Thank God. So, with the success of operations on Earth, the Earth Federation again turned its attention to the war effort to space, which both the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon knew that would the final battleground for the war. Confident that the Zeon Space Attack Force can withstand anything that the Earth Federation can throw at it, Vice Admiral Dozo Zabi amassed as many ships under his command to the asteroid base of Solomon, his base of operations, a Zeon stronghold located close to the range point 5. Just wait. So Dozo Zabi was reluctant to ask... Oh, yeah. Dozo Zabi was reluctant to ask for support from his sister, Krugelia, which I hate her, but could get some reinforcements for Solomon before the Earth Federation, the Space Forces, attacked. His reinforcements coming in form of the MA-08 Big Zom. The added firepower of the Big Zom, however, was not enough to curb the tide of the Federation forces as Solomon fell with the aid of the secret Federation weapon on December 24th at UC-0079, the battle ending with the abandonment of the base by the Principality of Zeon and the death of Dozo Zabi. And by the way, that secret weapon is the Gundam, which is not secret anymore.
At all.
Like it's constantly not secret. Yeah. So, with the loss of Solomon and a second son, Daigwin Zabi started to make a peace move. However, he took notice of the shifting ideas of his eldest son, Giran. The war between the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon transformed under the leadership of Giran Zabi. Instead of simple independence from the Federation, Giran wished to destroy all human life on Earth, so he chose the race of Side 3, the Principality of Zeon can rule. Genocide. Yeah. War crimes. Bad. Just no.
It's just, why are we doing this?
Digman departs from Side 3 to meet with General Revel in hopes of negotiating a peace between the Federation and Zeon before the Federation launches attack on the last line of defense. Knowing the plot, Giran orders his secret weapons, firing a colony laser called the Solar Ray. The firing of the weapon led to the destruction of the third of the Earth Federation's fleet and the deaths of General Revel and Digman Zabi on December 30th, UC-0079.
And that's where they killed their dad.
Yeah, he's dead.
By they, we mean.
By they mean Giran, because he's a dick. He's also, like, freaking insane. Like, he has some mental problems going on. So, taking command of the remaining Zeon forces, Giran Zabi commands the space fortress of Baku. As the remaining Federation forces launch an attack against the Zeon forces, Giran is able to command the forces for a while. However, he is murdered for the assassination of Giran by his sister Krugelia. Krugelia takes command of Baku and oversees the battle, deploying as many mobile suits as possible to combat the Federation forces. So now Giran's dead. Yeah, it just keeps getting worse. So, curious to why they are taking such heavy losses, Corellia learns that most of the forces deployed the pilot cadets who have not yet been fully trained to pilot mobile suits. Determining that the battle is lost, Corellia gives the order to her ship to ready to depart, and the remaining forces to surrender once she had left with an escort group. Shar Anzabal assassinated Corellia. Her ship was destroyed not long after.
Because of course he did.
And by the way, Shar kind of like orchestrated most of their deaths.
Yeah.
Well, Garmin and Corellia's, not the others, because they're kind of like died within battle.
Well, one of them killed the other. And
Well, yeah, one killed the other. So, they're all messed up. With a lack of command and control, the remaining Zeon fleet went into a panic, split to what to do. Several ships gathered as many as possible for fleeing the battlefield, while others remained to fight the last man, each believing that it was what their commanders wanted. With the fall of Baku, the remaining government of the Principality of Zeon surrendered to the Earth Federation, and the war was brought to an end with the signing of the Grandadia Treaty on January 1st, UC 0080. Yay! And with the Zabi family's reign ended, the remaining citizens of the Principality of Zeon entered negotiations with the Earth Federation. It was replaced by the Republic of Zeon. The colony assigned 3 formed the nation subject to Federation inspections and a review, maintaining a small defense force comprised of ships and mobile suits from the Principality of Zeon. The Republic of Zeon has taken a more peaceful relationship with the Earth Federation. Yeah. For now. And now we have Neo Zeon. Which, if you haven't guessed, is kind of based off a specific World War II faction. Yeah. Now that you kind of really like look at it, it's like, oh no, they are straight up.
It's like, wow. Wow. Guys.
They even put Neo in the front.
Yup.
So loyalties to the Principality of Zeon and the Zabi family did continue, however, as those that escaped capture or death at the Battle of Baku either hid within the Earth sphere or fled to other regions, including the asteroid Axis and Mars. These loyalists later reformed their movements based on the principles of the Principality of Zeon, with one Neo-Zeon movement being led by the daughter of Admiral... Maharaja Khan and Haman Khan. She used Dozo Zabi's daughter, Minerva Lao Zabi, as a figurehead and rallying point for the movement. By the way, Minerva is that same girl in Unicorn.
Yes.
So, just to give you all a heads up, she uses the alias of Audrey Byrne in Unicorn, for anybody who has seen that, and not the original Gundam. So, interestingly, the second Neo-Zeon movement did not have any loyalty to the Principality of Zeon or the Zabi family, led by Shar Anzabal, who revealed that he was the son of Zeon Zoma Daikun, and thus the true heir of the Republic of Zeon. The goal of the second Neo-Zeon was to force humanity to move into space and kill those who that didn't, by dropping asteroids onto Earth and starting a nuclear winter that would kill the majority of life on the planet.
In case you guys forgot that Char is not a good person.
No, he seems like during like Zeta and Double Zeta, it's like, oh, he turned to leave. He turned to 180. He's a nice person. And then you get to Char's counterattack, and it's like, oh no, he's still a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
like, not so fast.
Oh, plot twist. So this, in turn, would achieve the 2 original goals set out by Zeon Daikun long ago. The first allowing the planet to rest, but entirely unable to support life after that. And the second establishing full independence for space noise from the rule of Earth. Almost 3 years later, the late Shar Anzabal's Neo-Zeon scattered forces would gather and reorganize by a man named Full Frontal. These remnants of the second Neo-Zeon movement was referred to as the Sleeves by the Federation Army and not recognized legally and are considered a terrorist organization. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
And, yeah, like in...
Not even kinda, they are.
Which, Full Frontal, I mean... Was it ever confirmed that was Char, or Char was already dead? I can't remember.
No, he's he's an altered cyber new type.
Oh, that's right.
So he's essentially like a copy.
Yeah, that's right. Because he had like visions and whatnot with Char's past. That's what it was. I mean, they had cloning.
Had, like, part of
technically,
Char's soul, like
in bed. Yeah, it was some weird things going on with it. I mean, they had freaking cloning and Double Zeta, which was weird.
Yeah.
But whatever. But yeah, Zeon gone. Bye-bye. Good. So moving on, we do have some the military branches of service. So we have the Zeon Space Attack Force, overseen by Dolzabi at the Space Fortress Solomon. The Zeon Space Attack Force is responsible for operations in space and protection of the Zeon homeland. Zeon soldiers in space use naval military ranks. The Zeon Earth Attack Force is overseen by Garmin Zabi at the California base. The Zeon Earth Attack Force is responsible for operations on Earth. Zeon soldiers on Earth use Army military ranks. Zeon Mobile Assault Force, which is overseen by Rear Admiral Corellia Zabi at the lunar city of Granada. The Mobile Assault Force consists of various departments, including intelligence agency, R&D projects, and special forces units. And then we have Zeon Army Engineering Division, a independent organization from the Mobile Assault Force, is under the command of Major General Albert Schant. It's German. Who gives orders from main headquarters in Side 3. The 603rd Experimental Group belongs to this branch. Which, I'm trying to remember.
That's from Igloo.
Igloo, okay. Which was a weird CG style, right? If I recall.
Yeah. It was the OG weird CG one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was the original OGs, because they've done multiple CGs and But yeah, that's why we have Zeon. There's really not much after that, because there's really not at all, because most of them are dead. All the important ones are dead, or will die.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah. So there we go. Zeon in a nutshell. Do you have any thoughts or anything on Zeon? Besides them being genocidal maniacs?
The only things that I can think of are, obviously this doesn't take into account the altered history of G-Quicks. So
G-Quicks, whatever.
Past a certain part of time, nothing here would be accurate anymore.
True. Good point.
But in the main UC timeline, this is why we can be Fetty simps sometimes, because they're just dicks.
Yeah.
The Fetties are too. Don't get me wrong.
No, they're both a-holes, completely. Yeah, it's
it's essentially picking the best of a bad situation.
It's picking the lesser evil.
Yeah.
In Witcher terms, it's which is the lesser evil? Which do you choose? Evil is evil. It's whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the cooler mobile suits,
which are normally
Gundams. Sorry, but yeah, they have cooler mobile suits. I don't like the one eye. I don't like the one eye design. I don't.
It depends.
No, I do like goofs. Not gonna lie, I do like goofs.
It depends. Like the ones in Requiem for Vengeance, I like that squad suits, especially when they start mishmashing parts together and they're
Fair. Okay, that's fair.
like a junkyard Zaku essentially, and they got like ears for no reason, and I love it.
I am curious if we will ever get a second season for that.
It
did leave on a cliffhanger.
Parts of it seem to match up with parts of where Thunderbolt is so far. So I'm very interested to see how that's connected, because without spoiling either of them, when it comes to the African forces, they have like some small reference in each of them that's where people are in the Zeon armies. So I'm interested to see what happens.
That'd be cool. Be really cool. And for also, if anybody wants a game that is designed to see besides watching, what was that called on Netflix?
Requiem for Vengeance.
Yeah, thank you. Requiem for Vengeance. Besides watching that from Zeon's view, there is a game called Mobile Suit Gundam Code Fairy, which is it's in the Gundam Battle Operation 2 gameplay style, but it is also on the side of Zeon, which is really cool. It's a whole squadron of female pilots, but it's a really, really cool to see like their point of view as well from the Zeon side of the war, because you do fight Fetties as Zeon mobile suits, which is kind of cool. So good, check that out. It's on PlayStation and Steam. So it might be on Xbox now. I know isn't Battle Operation on Xbox or no? I can't remember if they. I don't remember if they added that to Xbox yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's what we have Google for. Battle Operations 2. Because I know it's on. Obviously, I have it on PlayStation because that's what I play on.
Right.
So
that's where I'd have it too. So
it is okay. Yeah, just PlayStation and PC. So what the hell did they just add now? They keep adding like new mobile suits that are not from the UC.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's throwing me off. They just added the Tolkis 3.
Yes.
Gundam Wing Gundam 0, Endless Waltz, so it's the freaking feather crap.
Downloading it now.
Ooh, Crossbone Gundam X2 Kai.
Actually, yes. That's been out for a couple months now.
And
I think.
Crossbone Gundam X1 Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, they added your mobile suits.
They've added a lot of my mobile suits lately.
I haven't played Gundam Operations in a bit, so
just give me a Tolgis Flugel and we'll be done.
No. Just no. Anyway, with that note, everybody, just build it in GB4. With that being said, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Gundam Lorecast, and remember, pilots, stay safe out there. Thank you for listening to the Gundam Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share how you got into the Gundam series, and you can even find us on Twitter at Gundam Lorecast, and even email us at gundamlorecast@outlook.com.